clear. Then I'm gonna go into, why I decided to do this live real quick. Okay, cool. All right, so like the title say, I want to show y'all what the city attorney had to say about their unconstitutional policy that they have at the city hall. His response was like, I couldn't believe this was the response of the city attorney. Okay, so this is the city attorney and all of the people that got CC'd. All of the people that got CC'd into this few servers, because this was my message. City Hall is a limited public forum, and the city is absolutely permitted to enact rules pertaining to access to this and other facilities. It is unlawful to gain access by indicating that one is a city employee when that is in fact not accurate. Well, I don't know what they're talking about. I never implied that I was a city employee. They say you were denied services. Rather, you were never denied services. I was denied access to the building. So how could I ever get service if they won't even let me in the building? Of course you denied me. Of course you denied me services. Then they say, rather you simply advised that you must present identification to access City Hall. You refused that very simple requirement. Well, I didn't actually refuse it. I said I didn't have ID. So if somebody walks into City Hall and doesn't have ID, you refuse to give them service, that's ridiculous. And I know that you're watching my video, so that's why I'm talking directly to any of the public officials who actually see this video. So for one, you definitely denied me service. And if I don't have my ID, that shouldn't stop me from getting into a city hall. It shouldn't stop anyone from getting into a city hall. There may be homeless people. There may be someone who's a victim of robbery. Somebody could have lost all their information in a house fire. Their car could have got stolen. It's so many reasons to why someone wouldn't have an ID, and they're being denied access to a public building. And for the city attorney to think that's okay is beyond crazy. You do not have a Fourth Amendment right to access a limited public forum. You do not have come on, what are you talking about? This will be the only communication you will receive from me. So that's the only. Okay. I'm going to say thank you for your response. Yeah, it's very stupid. I couldn't believe it's the city attorney wrote this. City Hall is a limited public forum. What? It's not a courtroom. And what he's saying when he's saying City Hall is a limited public forum, yeah, some offices may be, but not the entire building. That's crazy. And he said the city is absolutely permitted to enact rules pertaining access to this and other facilities. I'm sure they can make up anything, but of course you can make policies, but that doesn't make it constitutional or a enforceable policy. So the fact that they're making unlawful policies, what happens if the person doesn't follow the unlawful policy. You're gonna threaten law enforcement to come break the law and have them removed. Is yeah, the city of Hollywood is setting themselves up for, real problems. Me too. I don't know if they're watching, but I'm definitely gonna send them this live stream because he said he's not gonna respond anymore. But I'll definitely be sending this to bigger platforms and different people so they can, so we can get the public's opinion on this, not just mine. Then he say, "You were never denied services." Yes, I was. I was in fact denied services. The reason he's an attorney, so he's saying everything to try to cover himself. But I absolutely was denied services because I was denied access to the building. I can't get to the services if I can't get in the building. That's denying me service. And then it's unlawful to gain access that one is a city employee, in fact, when that is in fact not accurate. What I believe he may be talking about is when I went to let me see if I can pull it up. He's talking about when I went to the community center building where we had, he's talking about the community center building when one of those tech, remember the what is it, information technology, she asked me if I worked for the city. Yeah, and I said yeah. I didn't say I was an employee of the city, but everybody works for the city because everybody contributes to having the city function. Community services working for the city. But I guess he was trying to say that for whatever reason. But yeah, just want to, I'm not gonna be on here too long. Just want to show y'all this real quick, and also wanted to make this video to address certain points that were made in here, since he said this will be the only communication you will receive from me, even though you're the city attorney, you're still a public servant. So why are you saying this is going to be the last communication that you're going to have with a citizen, somebody who's paying you? But just wanted to show y'all this is what we're dealing with when we're dealing with our public officials, public servants, the ones that we put in position to govern over us. This is the response we get. And look, I sent up my first email to him on November 22nd. They said they saw it too. Then 6 days ago, I sent him the video of me going up there, and he didn't even say anything about how his security was acting, but they're gonna see. So y'all just help me get this story out to more platforms and see what we can do from there, because as you see, this is what we're dealing with. So let me check the Let me check the comments. Yeah. Check. Yeah. Yeah, Walter. Yeah, I think that may be the case. The thing is, I don't. I'm wondering how is. I'm wondering if the police is actually going to come there and break the law, or are we going to get a sergeant that who is informed and let them know that you can't. They're not breaking the law. So yeah, and one thing I wanted to say, as they all before I end this stream, is that they continue to mislabel First Amendment auditors or people who do, or it's just citizens that exercise their right. They're construed as somebody who wants to cause problem, wants to just make money by suing the city. And I'm doing everything I can in order to avoid taking legal action against the city, but that's the only thing that they will respect. They won't respect anything else. If you're saying, hey, let's avoid all these problems by getting rid of a unconstitutional policy, we know this is wrong, but the thing is, this attorney doesn't even think that it's wrong, which is crazy. Yeah, but I'm saying, so if y'all want me to go through with this and take it further and actually get arrested, uh y'all need to have bail money for me. I'm not just gonna get arrested for and then I got a life outside of just going out and exercising my rights for the people. I have a life outside of that. I have a business. I work. Uh, I have other hobbies. But yeah. Hey, what's up? What's up, Jeff? Yeah. If you just not catching it, we're dealing with this email from the city attorney, Douglas Gonzalez, city of Hollywood, Florida. Uh, this was his message. This was his message to me. After so it took him a long time to respond, but I ended up calling today, and yeah, send hey Jimmy, send your video to the AG Civil Rights Division with the video and all communication you have with the government. File intent to sue with the city 1A 4A. You don't need to get arrested to start the process. Jimmy, if you can email me some of that information so I can follow through with this, it would help a lot. Well, you frauditors finally got educated. City halls are not always open to the public. Those agencies are allowed to dictate the rules, not lawfully, and it would make sense if it made sense. But having ID to enter a public building does not make sense and is discrimination at its finest. You're discriminating against citizens who don't have ID for it could be so many reasons why they don't have it. So society red, you sound crazy. And I'm not getting educated. This is not an education. This is being miseducated. If you believe that, you're being miseducated. Hey, Brenda. Good to see you. Thank you. Yeah, so that's what I think. That's what I think I'm gonna do. I don't. Yeah, I don't plan to get arrested for this. But I do plan to go and not present my ID and go about my way and see if my rights are respected or if law enforcement is going to break the law. I do plan on doing that, but I don't, and I also don't plan on going up there by myself. I have somebody who uh, would be willing to go on this, go up there with me. So they cannot make policies to trump the Constitution in public areas. You're right. He's trying to say that the entire city hall is a limited public forum, which is absolutely insane. Absolutely. The only thing in the only thing that could be a limited public forum in the city hall is maybe like a meeting room or somebody's specific office, but it cannot be lobbies, foyers, and hallways. You cannot just no. You can say, oh, if you wanted to say it's a limited public forum, you say, hey, well, you got to give your ID to enter this particular office, not the entire building. That's nuts. Cop in the chat. Oh, is that who Society Red is? Society Red, you're a cop. That's why you got the thin blue line. You know, I have an issue with anybody who is just trying to violate other people. Call the institution for justice for advice. You, Jimmy, you can email me some of this information, some of these contact, these people I can contact, or just email it to me so I can follow through with it. That makes sense. Yeah, I appreciate y'all for coming in and joining me, and so I can share this with y'all. I thought this, like, I literally, y'all see, I got this at when they sent this to me 3 hours ago, and I had to take care of some business. But when and I actually like just saw it uh maybe 30 minutes before I went live. I just couldn't believe it. And now he's he doesn't want to go back and forth, I guess. So he said this will be the only one that you know showing it's originated from outside of the organization. Do not link or open attachments unless you recognize the sender and know that the content is safe. So that's his contact information, y'all. Um, not saying anything, but that's it right there. If you wanted to know what it was. Yeah. Yeah, so this is what we dealing with right now. Yeah, yeah, y'all share what y'all think. Y'all share, talk to me about this because this situation is crazy. They are denying people access to City Hall for not having an ID, for not having an ID. And they're very specific in the way that he's saying, uh, you were simply you were simply advised that you must present identification to access City Hall. You refuse that very simple requirement. Very simple. Just give up your rights. It's very simple. Just give up your rights and you can come in. Yes, sir. Just give up your rights. You come right in. No, it's not a very simple requirement. And to not have it and to refuse, what do you mean? How can somebody refuse if they actually don't have it? If they actually don't have it? What do you do then? If somebody doesn't have the ID, what do you do then? Nothing. They don't get any help. That's denying them service. I'm not even a lawyer. I'm not an attorney, and I know that. It's just common sense. Or it's just logic. What? You know, say, oh, you went to law school. No, I just think. I think, and it's crazy. But Jimmy, I hope you can email me that information. It would help a lot. But okay, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video live. Well, in this live stream, just want to show y'all that real quick. AWB, we out.